and drop off this quest that we just did.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
And then head over to Monarch.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
C&P Borstworth. It's not the worst unless it's Borstworth.
Well, well, Doctor.
I make it a point not to get shot.
It'd be nice to have you in here.
I respect what you're doing here.
No. Were I a gambling woman? I can't thank you enough. Keep hanging. Look. You have...
Yeah. All right.
Back for a rest? Space adventure.
Let's go more. Warning dangerous Cascadia landing.
We're in orbit over Cascade.
Radio free Monarch. Oh, it's just at the other end. But I can probably go there as well.
Captain.
Go
We're
there.
now in orbit above.
Yep. Alright, so but you can basically drop down here as well. But I mean, that's a big area though.
Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skill.
Probably have to take this guy. I mean, the only one that really counts is Sam.
Hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-world traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Aww. Please. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but we don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch here. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. But that... Oh, sure.
Ah, the nostalgic...
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. Oh, and if you're... I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
I can do that. Medium 29. Plasma launcher. That sounds insane. All right. 29 is just fucking 7. Max. Science weapons, baby. Science weapons. Oh, that's a science weapon. Science weapon as well. I mean, it's an interesting look.
What are the chances of all the times and places you could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock ticks, the worker earns his meat. And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, getting so I can't tell the. Don't. But I gotta get in there, get right. Shit, I don't know what. Right. What? Ooh, charmer. Nice change of pace. Ow! Well, I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want? Outstanding! I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every day. Well, they work.
You won't find a better deal in Halcyon than...
What in the...
It does.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. If you plan on sitting...
I could use...
Now what can I do? Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often herself. And I don't... Anyone who's rid us of his... Something... Not since Amber Heights. Thought it had offend... Nope.
Sometimes it's difficult to see what the name is because it's so far.
New face, huh? You from Off-World? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Why don't you grab a chair? Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own. Well, but until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today.
Sure are.
You trying to get us all? What do you think? I don't have time for this.
Sorry. I should have just fucking closed the door. But I didn't.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to... the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Why?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's Canaan tea. So I can talk to him, of course. Sort of the Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. Would you? I'd appreciate that so... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes. He doesn't talk much, but he's... Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercise. You think that's what I'm...
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you?
That...
How can yield improvements of 26.7%?
You've often posed...
Clear my schedule. Celia, will you make a note of that? But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain.
Okay.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna. Oh, a shame. I had hoped that thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch... Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading... Yes.
Exactly. Intellectualism.
Yes. It's...
Indeed. Mr.
on our...
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll...
Indeed not.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't...
It's true. Our Celia is... The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52...
And you'll have a...
Why, one of the strongest... In the old arms building southwest of town. Saying what? That's just what it's called. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete... What can... I see. Well, that's it. What else? Then it's... I've asked myself the same thing. Not intent... For many years, this... And as the other... That's... Very well. What can I do?
Go one street by one, otherwise I get confused. Very big place.
Look, I don't... Oh, sorry. For a second, I thought you were Grimm.
Yo, this is fucking mega place. So I've only seen these things. It's so much. Transition to Stellar Bay ruins. I just want to see where I actually come out. Right. So I'm trying to find the woman here that I'm supposed to talk to. It is her, by the way.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Sorry. Seems I got... Hope you can forgive my temper. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing. Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish... He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals. We're not keen on rules for rules' sake. Since you don't seem to be constrained... Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again? I don't have the bits for it. Besides, if I make...
She's principled.
Thank you. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd bet... Maybe so. But I bet you Caleb runs out of bits. He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk. For running me ragged while he... Stealings. And yeah, let's just... We're not like those... Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff... Sublight boss out of Fallbrook.
He's a hard ass. She is a...
Velma seen out of sorts too?
Okay, let's talk to Caleb.
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace? what I am doing. This Law's forgotten town. I recall when Stellar Bay... Days of consumption and culture. Look, you're making...
Why don't you grab... Sure thing. If I knew that, I'd have tried it. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, so far it's just gossip, you know? But if there was any proof to be had, it'd be...
Okay, now we're talking.
I'd give you a friend. Tell him to complain to Catherine in fall. If Caleb wants to... Same thing as me. Where's your proof?
Are you absolutely sure of that, Ms. Bell?
Just as a... hypothetical. Fine by me.
A terminal. What is a terminal?
Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. No! If you're going into the apartments, do... Now, if...
Good day to you.
Whoa, but... Where should I begin? The board was right. Sanjar. It all sounds wonderful. I could do... Only... And even if I did... Nothing. That's what. Even talk... Lucky...
Nice.
So. Jump too far.
Good day to you.
Fuck.
Body bag dispenser empty. Please replace sac reel before disposing of any corpses.
you do, don't mention.
You stop. Jumpy?
Super jumpy.
You trying to get us all in trouble?
Oh,
What
yes,
do you... Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
Okay.
Well, well. The only book. If you don't.
Wrap Musk and Canadize, right here. Hello, stranger. You look like... Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days. I hope it's working okay. Wait, I see what's... Don't get me wrong. I'd like to get... But if I give her one... You sound pretty... Okay.
Sir. Oh, thank you for stopping. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker. Oh, I just knew you were... He ran out into the wilderness a few... Please.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? And if you find any of them,
I need more lockpicks.
Entering quiet mode.
What do you... I don't have time for this. Hold on.
Have you talked? You know, sending you is the... I still don't know anything about it. But I'll warn you. Grimm... Oh. Okay. Was he like, yay? Not to worry. Ah, look at me going... Any...
Hello, dear. What can I... And what a helpful... Who's... I'm so sorry, but our reserves have gotten so low. Except for you. I'd make an exception for you if I... It's none of my business, but I have told her. Now I've gone and said to... Dr. Williams, man... Oh, and to keep an extra key to the supply room. The one... In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. The graveyard's do be... Chin up, dearie.
I don't need the fucking... Heck this.
Hello again.
Let's get it anyway.
Smells like wrapped in here.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the...
I'd give you a friend. This again? You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. That about... She runs the betting parlor across the way. She asked me about the poster. It's staying locked up in my office. No. I paid Sublight for it. So, it's mine. Sure can. Sure. Fine by me.
She's a hot ass.
Ooh, you're... So who do you follow? Wait. Aren't they just... Most of the... Poor... I'd really like to help. I don't know for sure. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not... Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know... Here to catch... Signed by the... Why, did you want to see it? I don't have it yet. I don't know. This isn't just some Of course, the only reason I asked Velma about it, I was gonna line the walls with them. Anyway, I guess they tried to take a shortcut around, but they lost a bunch of cargo, including... Thanks. Graham's always filling the airway. All it means is a toss ball